Got a question on TikTok asking about if a landlord could raise the rent beyond the cap listed in the Tenants Protection Act for tenancy subject to the Tenants Protection Act if you provide a 90-day notice or more. Hi, my name is Rob Wells. I'm the Landlord Warrior on TikTok and YouTube. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our videos. Now, for purposes of the California Tenants Protection Act, a landlord is generally limited to 5% plus the change in CPI, and that fluctuates every year. So if you are subject to the Tenants Protection Act, no, you cannot raise the rent more than the 5% plus the change in CPI. Currently, where I'm at in Solano County, the rate is 8.8%. It's a 3.8% change in the CPI, and our numbers are probably going to be changing. They're supposed to come out in April, but they really come out in June. So stay tuned for that update, basically. But no, you can't go beyond the limits in the Tenants Protection Act. Obviously, if you're in a local area that regulates rents even further, you're going to have to look at your local ordinance. And some places like City of Concord, City of Antioch, if you are a fully rent controlled unit, for example, you generally can't raise the rent more than 60% of the CPI index. So you got to do your math there. This landlord, if you are exempt from the Tenants Protection Act, you can go beyond the limits of the under the Tenants Protection Act. So the rule is under Civil Code 827B for residential tenancies, if the rental increase is going to be greater than 10%, then you can give a 90-day, you have to provide at least a 90 days notice before that rental increase goes into effect. Reminder for Civil Code Section 827B, if you mail your notices, you have to add 5 additional days. So if you're planning on changing rents pretty soon, you're going to have to make sure you have 95 days notice if you mail, or at least 90 days notice if you personally serve the tenant, okay? If you're in the Northern California area and you have a situation where you need to raise rent and you have questions about that, please feel free to reach out. We might be able to help out. Put your comments, questions down below. Until next time, folks, I'll talk to you then. Thanks.